do that. There we go. All right. We'll probably start like at 12:05 just to let people kind of come in.
Mhm.
Hello, everyone. There we go. So what got you into organic in the first place, Maryam? Was that something you already were interested in?
Um, Honestly, I grew up in a farm, and my grandparents were farmers. So it is a time that I become interested in agriculture and food sectors. And since then, I have an opportunity to work with some farmers that they produce organic food in my hometown. And then, yeah, exactly, it was a start to working on organic food. And then I work as a marketing manager for the company that they produce organic food. And yeah, it was a great start. And then I moved to Canada and continue my research about this sector.
Okay. Oh, that's fantastic. So, and
Yeah.
what kind of farm did you grow up on?
It was about vegetables, more about eggplant and tomatoes and some corns.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Aubergine, is that the French way? I love the way you say eggplant in French.
Honestly, I don't know anything about French, but
No.
yeah, but it seems, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we're waiting for people to come on in, but for those of you that are off camera, if you want to join on camera so we can see your awesome faces and say hi to you, you're welcome to do that. I know when you get on, sometimes nobody's got their camera on, so everybody leaves it off, but you are welcome to turn it on. And yeah, I'd love to introduce ourselves in just a bit, but it'd be nice to learn about who you are while we're waiting for people to get on here. So we've got John. Hi, John.
Hello.
How are you
I'm here.
doing?
I'm good. I'm here with Mariella. We're just having lunch, so I don't know if you really
Mhm.
want to watch us eat. Um, However,
Yeah. Is it good food? Maybe I can like fill up watching you eat.
yeah, it's leftovers from last night, but it's like almost like a rice bowl type of dish, so
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Well, if you want to stay on camera, I know I do a lot of talks and having people on camera, it really makes it like a little bit nicer for
Sure.
talking. But we also understand that a lot of people don't like to be on camera, and so not having it on is totally fine too. So
Yeah,
whatever works best for you.
yeah.
So
I think we're fine with just we'll just finish eating before
before you
we
get on
come
there.
back
All
on.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Carrie, how are you?
I'm well, thanks, Erica. My name's Carrie Howarth. I work for in the controlled environmental agricultural space. So we operate in northwestern Ontario an indoor vertical farm. And I'm always looking to learn more and discover how consumers make decisions and the trends and that kind of thing. And so I'm happy to be here. And I've been on a 3 hour presentation call this morning. And so my eyes are feeling a little tired and I might go off camera at some point.
That's fair. That's fair. Sharmina, are you on here?
Hi. Yeah, I can't switch my camera on right now, but I actually used to work for the Organic Council.
Oh,
Yeah, last year. No, actually 2022.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a policy researcher. And since then I'm currently switching to like the field of product design. I don't know if you know what that is. But it's yeah, it's related to how people uh use both like digital interfaces and also services as well. So yeah, I came across this talk and I was just really interested in hearing what it was about.
Fantastic. All right. Well, I think that's a great segue to jump into talking about Maryam. There's some other people on here, Sammy, Sarah, and Ashley and Courtney, and they're all part of our team. So if you want to just say, hey, thank you for all your hard work at OCO. I feel that. So thank you so much. All these events happen because of our team here working. And we're super excited to partner with one of our community members slash researchers that's actually located in the same city as OCO at the University of Guelph. So Maryam Hashemi is the author of Employees' Reactions to Companies' Social Responsibility book. She also works as a strategic consultant in customer relationship management within the food and agriculture industry. She's analyzed consumer purchasing behavior in online environments across both Asia and Canada. Oh, it must be interesting to see how different those two are. And recently, she worked as a research assistant for the Ministry of Agriculture, Food, and Rural Affairs, focusing on customer adoption of purchasing organic food through online shopping. Miriam holds 3 degrees in business and marketing and has received multiple scholarships, including the Highly Qualified Personnel HQP Scholarship and 3 awards from the University of Guelph. Wow, that's a lot. Congratulations. So fantastic. And she is also recognized as the top researcher during her master's degree. So, Miriam, thank you so much for joining us today. And I realized as I jumped into introducing you, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Erica Shelley. I'm the Executive Director of the Organic Council of Ontario, and I'm just really thrilled to introduce you, Miriam. And I will let you go ahead and share your screen and jump into your talk. Do you want people to put their questions in the chat as you're going? Do you want them to get to the end and save their questions? How would you like that?
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for everyone who joined to this presentation, and it means a lot to me. And of course, if it is possible, after the presentation, I will give time to talk and discuss and answer all of the questions that you have. Okay, can I start?
Yep, I can see your screen. All looks good to me.
Yeah, perfect. Again, I'm Maryam, and I recently graduated from University of Guelph with a master's degree in supply chain management. Today, I want to present my recent finding from the research that I analyzed customers' adoption to use mobile application for purchasing organic food. This research has done in Korea, South Korea, and in Canada, and we compare the finding of these two areas. And it's also supported by Ontario Ministry of Food, Agriculture, and Rural Affairs, and I hope you enjoy it. I will start with some introduction about my research, and then I will talk about the past articles findings in this area, and I will talk about the methodology that I use to analyze the data, and at the end we discuss about the findings. Let's start with some statistical report about the increasing the trends of using online shopping and e-commerce in world and in Canada. Based on the statistical report, Canada's e-commerce sales rose by 103% in June 2022. In 2021, mobile transaction constitute 73% of global online shopping, and over half of all retailers' e-commerce sales now come from mobile shopping. A mobile application based on the statistical report are the most used online platform for grocery shopping in the world, and the use of mobile application to buy food is predicted will rise from 32% in 2018 to 54% in 2028. Let's see why this trend has happened. When it goes to grocery shopping, it involves purchasing essential food products for our daily living. It is often seen as a repetitive activity that people do it regularly. So people are looking for a way of shopping that helps them to conveniently shop groceries and fit it in their busy schedule during the day. When it goes to purchasing some products and some foods, such as organic food, based on the statistical report and industrial report, the main reason that people purchase organic food is due to the credible characteristic. Credible characteristics are such as nutritional value, health value, considering animal welfare, considering some things such as supporting local producers. And compared to other attributes of foods, these attributes are intangible. Let's see why this happened. For instance, when people want to evaluate the price of organic food, they can evaluate the price of organic food just by seeing the numbers. When people want to evaluate the taste of organic food, they can eat it and see whether the taste is favorable or not. When they want to evaluate the freshness of organic food, they can touch the organic food and see whether it is fresh or not. So all of these attributes can be evaluated by experiencing. However, when it goes to evaluate the credible characteristics such as nutritional value, health value, and other factors that I mentioned, people need more information because they are intangible. People need more detailed and personalized information to evaluate this attribute of food. And it increases the uncertainty, and people need actually ask provider and retailers to effectively communicate with them and provide more information about this characteristic. When it goes to mobile application can provide a convenience of shopping for customers. People can order what they need by just tapping on the screen of their mobile and order the food that they need. Moreover, people can just click on the icon or image in their mobile application and directly connect to the customer service of retailers or other providers. Moreover, the mobile application has a great facility. They can track the geographic location of customers. As a result, they can provide a detailed and personalized information that is aligned with the customer's need. As a result, it seems that mobile applications are a great platform for people when they want to purchase organic food, and they can provide convenience of shopping beside personalized and detailed information. However, there are some disadvantages when people want to use mobile application for purchasing. The small screen of mobile application require that people, when they want to read the information, they scroll down frequently, and it increases the time and effort that people need to find the information. it is very crucial for people who want to purchase organic food because not only they are looking for convenience of shopping, but also they are looking for way of shopping that helps them to find the detailed and personalized information quickly. As a result, there is a need to study whether, beside these disadvantages, a small screen of mobile application, people love to find and love to continue purchase through mobile application or not. Based on the statistical report and industrial report, Canadians are reluctant to adopt mobile application for purchasing groceries and organic food. Most of the studies that has done and analyzed customer purchase behavior in mobile application, in the past they focus on Asian Pacific area, and based on my knowledge and based on my findings, there were no research about analyzing customer purchase behavior and analyzing customer adoption to use mobile application for purchasing organic food in Canada. Moreover, when customers want to use mobile application, some people use mobile application just for searching the information, compare the product of different retailers or different providers, and compare their prices, compare the quality of the services that they provide. And some people use mobile application to directly purchase the product that they need. When you want to analyze customer adoption to use mobile application, it is very important to consider the goal of customer, whether they want to search the information or whether they want to directly purchase through a mobile application. As a result, in this research, we analyze and examine consumer motivation to choose mobile application for purchasing organic food. We analyze how useful these apps are for customers who want to use mobile application for searching the information and for those who want to purchase organic food directly. We focus in Canada and broaden the region of the studies in the past. Moreover, we answered two questions. Do consumer perception of ease of use of mobile application impact their perception of usefulness of mobile application for searching the information and for purchasing when they want to purchase organic food? And how do consumers' perception of the ease of use and usefulness of mobile application for searching information and purchasing impact their attitude regarding shopping through mobile application when they want to purchase organic food? I want to start with the definition of utility and value. When we talk about utility and value, these values are practical, goal-oriented benefits. And it involves two criteria, efficiency and effectiveness. When we talk about efficiency, it means that when people want to use the new system, how they evaluate the new system that helps them to decrease the time and effort that they need to use this system. And when we talk about effectiveness, it means that how people find the use of new system as a way of shopping or as a way of using that helps them to improve their performance. Based on my finding and based on the finding of past articles relate the perceived ease of use to efficiency and perceived usefulness to effectiveness. As a result, I want to analyze the utility and value of mobile application when people want to use mobile application for purchasing organic food. In my research, I analyzed my findings based on technology adoption model because it was the model that emphasized on utility and value, and the perceived ease of use and perceived usefulness was the main finding of a main construct of this model. This model was introduced by Davis in 1986. So since then, it has used by many articles when they want to analyze customer purchase behavior, when they use mobile application for purchasing groceries. As a result, I used this article as a main construct of my my research model. It is a whole technology acceptance model, and actually the construct that they analyzed. Based on my finding, those articles that analyze customer adoption to use mobile application for purchasing groceries, they find that if customers find mobile application easy to navigate, it has a positive impact on perception of customers for find a mobile application useful way of shopping, whether they want to purchase or searching the information. Also, there were no articles that they analyzed customer adoption to use mobile application for purchasing organic food. In this research, I hypothesize that when it goes to purchasing and using mobile application for organic food shopping, seems that customer perceived ease of use has a significant and positive impact on customer perceived usefulness for searching information, or they perceive usefulness for purchasing. Moreover, based on the Davis finding in 1989, when you want to perceive usefulness for task-specific shopping, it is very important to distinguish between perceived usefulness for searching and perceived usefulness for purchasing. As a result, in my research, and I analyzed that perceived ease of use and perceived usefulness have a positive and significant effect on customers' attitude toward using mobile application for purchasing organic food. Based on the finding of past articles that they analyze mobile application for purchasing groceries, they find a positive and significant relationship between perceived usefulness for purchasing and attitude, and perceived ease of use and customers' attitude. As a result, I hypothesize that, okay, perceived usefulness for searching the information and perceived usefulness for purchasing has a positive and significant effect on consumers' attitude toward using mobile application for purchasing organic food. For analyzing the data, I used an online survey. I designed a survey based on the past articles in this area. The respondent of my research had to be, first of all, older than 18 years old. They had to purchase organic food through mobile application in the past months, and they had to live in Canada. For analyzing the data, I used both PLS and SPSS software. The target sample size of my research was 234, and I started my analyzing by a pilot study. The participants of my pilot study were students at University of Guelph, that they were, first of all, older than 18 years old. They have purchased organic food through mobile application through 1 month, and they have to live in Canada. The total sample size of my research for pilot study was 30. I did a pilot study to analyze the validity and reliability of my survey, to use this survey for the main study with more confidence. And as you can see, all of the parameters that I consider to analyze the reliability and validity of my survey were in a satisfactory range. It shows that, okay, I can use my survey for the main research. I started the data collection of my research in September 15, 2024. It took about 1 week to have access to this data. And I used Sego as an online panel. And after cleaning the data, I find that 234 valid survey can be used for the main study. I analyzed the demographic respondents, and based on my finding, as you can see by detail in this table, the 52% of the respondents were male, and 48% of the respondents were female. 52 of respondents were younger than 44 years old, the annual income of 54 of the respondents was lower than 74,000. 54% of the respondents live in the urban core of a large city, and just 3.9% of the respondents live in a rural area. 68% of the respondents live with less than 3 households. And if you want access to detailed information, please at the end send me an email and I can provide you with detailed information. The result of this data analysis and analyzing the hypothesis shows that all of my hypothesis was supported. It was really great. So it shows that in Canada, if retailers and other providers of mobile application for purchasing organic food want to design a mobile application, it is very important to design the mobile application in a way that people who want to search the information and people who want to purchase organic food both can easily navigate with the mobile application. I want to talk about this more. For instance, in my research in Korea, I find that they already provide a mobile application for purchasing organic food for both people who want to search the information and for both people who want to purchase organic food. But it seems that it is more likely that they should provide more detailed information for people who want to search the information. At least maybe it is very clear. But when we talk about detailed information, what does it mean? I talk about the credible characteristics such as nutritional value, health value, and considering animal welfare or considering the non-GMOs, supporting local producer. There are some attributes that people, when they want to purchase organic food, usually they consider. If we want to provide a mobile application for a Canadian, we have to consider all of these detailed information for our users. We have to talk about animal welfare. We have to talk about nutritional value. We have to talk about health value. For instance, in Korea, when they provide the mobile application for the users, they talk about the size of the egg and that different size of the egg that they have, the package that they provide for the organic food, and how they actually these package are, whether they are environmentally friendly or not. Moreover, they talk about the farmers that they produce this organic food. They completely provide a video about the process of producing this organic food, and they even send the voice of the farmers or other producer how they produce this organic food. In this way, they can increase the certainty of people, and in this way, people with more confidence push to purchase organic food through mobile applications. Moreover, my finding shows that when you want to design a mobile application for purchasing organic food, it is very important to consider the people who want to purchase. What does it mean? First of all, we have to have different kind of payment for people. For instance, whether they can pay the money by PayPal or using the Visa. Besides that, we have to consider the security of the information when people want to pay, because we have to consider that past articles in this area, they find that the uncertainty of people when they want to purchase organic food through mobile application or when they want to purchase organic food through online shopping is really high. So we have to consider the security of the payment, security of the information. Even we have to talk about this thing, how we actually secure this information in the mobile application that we want to design. And also, my finding shows that most of the participants in my research were about 25 years old to 44 years old. So it shows that young people and people who are in the middle age are the most user of purchasing organic food through mobile application. However, when I did this research in Korea, people who participate in my research were more old people. They were older than 60 years old. However, it was really weird because most of the time people who are old are hesitant to use mobile application or new technology. It shows that in South Korea, people already are familiar with the new technology and using mobile application. And my finding shows that despite a small screen size of mobile application, if customers find mobile application are easy to navigate and they are useful for searching the information or for purchasing, it is more likely that they want to use mobile application for purchasing organic food. Also, at the end of the survey, I asked some other question from the users, from the participants. I asked about the frequency of the organic food that they purchased during the past months. And the finding shows that when it goes to weekly shopping, most of my participants purchase fresh products, dairy, eggs, meats, and baked goods weekly. And when it goes to monthly shopping, most of the people and participants in my research purchase salty snack, frozen product, snack bar, and planet-based items, and heat and eat meals monthly. So it is very helpful for retailers to manage their inventory, to see which product have to be actually be in their warehouses more, because people usually purchase them weekly, and which product they have to have in their warehouses less, because people usually purchase them monthly, not frequently. Moreover, I ask people about the mobile application that they recently used for purchasing organic food in Canada. It shows that Uber Eats, Walmart, Instacart, Philip, and Amazon are those that people use more when they want to purchase organic food, and they were more successful mobile application in Canada. However, my findings when I analyzed this mobile application, it shows that they didn't consider the review of people in their mobile application. One of the way that people try to increase their actually certainty and trust on this mobile application to purchase organic food is reviewing the reviews that people provide in the mobile application and share their past experiences in using mobile application for purchasing organic food. As a result, in Korea, my finding shows that this review play an important role in increasing the trust of people when they want to purchase organic food through mobile application, whether they should consider whether they analyze the grammar of the sentence that people share with them. They analyze the negative review and positive review, because from time to time, some retailers push their employees to, write a positive review in their mobile application. So it is very important to consider, okay, we have to have both negative and positive reviews, because people in this way we can better trust on our mobile application. And it was all of the finding of my research, and I hope you enjoy this finding. And there are some references that I use. And of course, I briefly talk about my finding. And if you need more detail, you can send an email to me, and I can provide you with these with more detailed findings.
Thank you so much, Maryam. That was really interesting, and interesting to hear about how Korea like has a little bit different demographics and acceptance of using mobile apps. So that was an interesting piece. How did you recruit for your participants in the study?
Yeah, I used the online survey, and for the pilot study, I shared a link of Qualitrics in my LinkedIn and in my Instagram page. I ask people to join to my research, but when it goes to my main study, I use Sego because Sego is really famous and they actually focus in Canada. And so this way I was more confidence that people who join to my research are exactly Canadian, and it helps me to quickly access to participants. Yeah.
Okay, oh, that's great. All right, so if anybody has particular questions, they can throw them into the chat or you can just raise your hand. It looks like Carrie has a question in the chat here. It says, interested in receiving a summary of the data results, please. Carrie at agritech-north.ca. So yeah, if you can send that along to Carrie. So yeah, and John has a question.
I do.
Yeah.
Thank you for the presentation. I think the results intuitively make some sense. So that's good to hear. Being a small scale farmer, though, the organizations like like the Walmart and the Uber Eats and the things that you've cited that as possible ways that people purchase food aren't really the ways that we would be able to use. So I'm just wondering if you've seen any particular apps that would be functional for more of the a smaller scale where farmers could make available their produce and organic products through that would be good in terms of what your findings of the research has been. And then maybe I'll ask that question to anyone else who's on the call too, if there was any apps that they've heard of or used that would be functional and effective for more of the small scale.
Based on my knowledge, there are some local farmers market already have a mobile application and they sell the product of small farmers in their mobile application. But the most important thing is that how these mobile application are useful, because for instance, when I have a great opportunity during the summer to work in a farmers market, one of the farmers market in Waterloo. And when I ask customers about why they don't use these mobile applications, because farmers market are usually great place to purchase from small businesses and small farmers. First of all, they say that, okay, there were no information about the farmers. How can I understand who produce? And some of the other question that they ask, what is the where these small farmers are located? People who want to purchase organic food, they pay attention whether they are near to their location or they're not. And people have different meaning about the local. Even the distance of the farmers is really important, and people consider it. So if we can provide a mobile application for the farmers based on their location and whether they are near to the big cities, and provide these products that can be, maintained more fresh, and we can, transport them to the big cities, because the main people who purchase organic food through mobile application are those who are located in a big cities. If we can provide this mobile application, it would be really great with a lot of information, with detailed information about the farmers. In this way, we can support the farmers as well. Yeah.
I'm gonna come back to you, Carrie, but I just want to mention that Sarah in the chat said that there's a number of online platforms for farmers geared towards CSAs. Doesn't have reviews on which ones are best and have lower fees. Dave Cranenberg of Graze and Gather has a great platform and always looking for unique and interesting items to sell. And I will add in, there's clickfork.ca. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
seen that website. It's a really nice website with lots of different farm opportunities. I'm in Kitchener. We have something called Bailey's Local Foods that does foods from like I I think it's like it was originally the 100-mile diet was where that started from. So I'm not sure exactly how far out it is now, but there's places like that they have online shopping, and then they source from local farmers for those products, and they're often not necessarily just organic, but farm in general. But people that are looking for organic foods can find those there as well. And then, of course, we have our online directory. So it's not really shopping on a mobile app, but if people are looking for your particular product, they can actually go onto the OCO website and look for, whatever you have and see if you're local there. But we'd like to eventually on that long-term plan have it that it could actually go into a way that people could actually order directly from it's just our way of supporting farmers, or everybody in that organic value chain to make it easier to shop for organic foods. So that's sort of the bits I know. Sarah might have some. Sarah actually put the Open Food Network is also really good. Yes, the Open Food Network is another great place as well. And Carrie, maybe you had something to add to that too, or did you have another question?
No, it wasn't particularly a question. It was perhaps more to John and of interest to Maryam. But when Agritech first opened, we've been harvesting year-round for 3 years now. And located in Dryden, Ontario, is precisely halfway between Winnipeg and Thunder Bay. So we're very remote. And so our idea, because it was still sort of tailing the end of COVID, was that we were only going to sell online. And we found that because there's no distribution network, there's no infrastructure to do the last mile delivery, that we felt that we could operate most efficiently in that space. And it was a dismal failure, honestly. We were on our own delivering to Kenora, to Sioux Lookout, to Fort Frances, to Red Lake, like hundreds of kilometers to each destination on our own. In addition to harvesting, we were a team of 4 at the time. And so we would, and that there was no interest in adopting. The demographic of the region is older, like old, maybe post 50. It's, I think, shifting in the last couple of years. And I thought that that might be interesting to you. It definitely tracks with the resistance to do online purchasing. What I'm going to do is, we have a website. And so we ended up doing a pickup. We were doing delivery and then a pickup, and it's grown. And we've also added regional producers to that. And we have an on-site shop now. And it's just slowly growing. And so I think a lot of that has to do with the region as well, because, you in Southern Ontario, we are like different provinces in terms, as you might know, in terms of what consumer education is and what they're wanting and all of that kind of thing. To John, I wanted to say that we set up a website. We use Shopify. We use Shopify because it has provided the most adaptability. So for us, there have been other online platforms that are established, but they're very limited in what it can actually do for the back end. And our goal was to create, much like Erica was saying, a regional collective of producers that we could operate as the source of distribution, because so many small farmers, and we're small, but we're a little bigger than some, don't have the capacity to go through all the certifications. And so, yeah, and our farmers market is similar. It's just people want to know exactly what they're getting. There's all the horror stories of whatever grocer delivery, and you get the rotten produce and all of that stuff. So those are my comments, and thank you. Thank you for the comment on the website. It's always changing. So
Thank you so much for sharing your findings. It was really great. Something that I find in Canada, it is a rising trend. That it is in a initial step of rising. And of course, COVID has a particular and important role in this growth. But my finding was that it is very important how we design this website or how we design this mobile application, because for instance, in Asia and Pacific, people have purchased organic food through online shopping since 10 years ago,
Right.
because technology is more adapted to these people. And of course, they're a small country, not like Canada with big region. But it is very important to consider which information we have to actually consider in or designing the website or designing the mobile application. I just want to add more finding to your findings. Yeah.
Thank you. I think we've Sarah commented she'd visited our website, for example, and I think what I will go back from this presentation, the fact that most of our population is using a mobile now, that how that is perceived on the page, the size of the screen and so on. That was really insightful to me, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
And for instance, in South Korea, they have a video how they produce this organic food. They have a
That's great
detailed
too.
information about the packaging, because when uncertainty about the online shopping is really high. It's the nature of online shopping, so we have to provide more detailed information about packaging, about the size, about the information about the nutritional value, about non-GMOs and other criteria that all of us know about them. So detailed information and how we design this information is really important. That helps people to quickly have access to this kind of information. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things that I want to one of the things, oh, it's just wickedwelly.ca. That's why it's not working.
Okay.
So so one of the things I really find interesting, so I'm an online shopper, which is crazy. I work in organics. You'd think I'd be the person that wants to go to the grocery store. I hate shopping with a passion. And as soon as like online shopping became a thing, that has been like my go-to. And I laugh. I think I'm in your old people group that you like like the old people. But I am definitely somebody who enjoys like even I will sometimes go. I did the Bailey's Local Foods for years, but I'll even go on to Zares and look in their organic section, and I'll shop there if it's not something that I can easily get. Now my partner, he loves shopping for produce. He goes like every other day to the grocery store. So just different shopping habits for different people. But the reason he goes shopping is because he doesn't really feel like he doesn't trust produce that he buys online. He needs to see it, he needs to touch it, he needs to feel it. And building, especially with older people who have been shopping like that for years, building that trust that what you're going to bring to them is the good quality that they expect. Right. And then there's always the organics and like for me, I don't care if my carrot's misshapen, right? Because it's a carrot, it still tastes good. But there are people that want the aesthetic part of it as well. And if you're out shopping and you see the difference of like taste and whatever, it's different than if it shows up at your door and it looks a little bit weird and you don't have anything to compare it to either, right? So I think a lot is not just the ease of use of the mobile shopping apps, but building trust, especially when it comes to the fresh products that people feel like what they're going to order online by the time it gets to them, that it's going to, be what they would choose. And actually, I'm kind of going off here on a little bit here, Miriam, so excuse me for a second here, but when I shop for avocados, okay, so avocados, if you're going to be using them on Friday and it's Monday, you actually want a different color than if you're going to be using them that same day or the day afterwards. And somehow we need to build like those multiple thought processes that are going in our heads when we buy produce, am I buying green bananas or bananas that are ready, right? Like there's lots of things like that that I don't feel like any of these mobile apps have asked those questions that really would make it so people might be more willing to buy produce if they, knew that they could select. I would like mine, more ripe, less ripe, very large, and actually what that large size looks like versus medium and small. When you did your research, was that some of the feedback that you got from people?
Mhm. Exactly. For instance, I presented my research to this research was done after the Korea, and we both of finding was presented for the OMAFRA, and something that I find is that uh, you know. There are some people that of course, the freshness and taste is very important, but when it goes to organic food, they just they more pay attention to credible characteristics such as nutritional value. And there are, of course, we live in Canada, and there are some products that are not available all the year. So people, when it goes to this kind of product, of course they want to purchase online because it is more likely that they have access to this kind of products. But beside that, because it is not seasonal, so people, or maybe they grow up in greenhouses, so people pay attention how we provide information about these. For instance, when it goes to also Walmart is really famous in here, but it's just 2 months that they consider where and when these fresh products are produced. It shows that okay, they try to find the way that they can improve the trust of people, and as a result, in my view, if you wanna design a mobile application, it is very important to pay attention how we design and which information have to provide for the customers, and how we provide this information. For instance, if I talk about and I emphasize on videos, because it is really easy to just click on it and see it while you are driving. You can see it and order the product, and because it is mobile application, it is very hard to scroll down to find this information. So most of my emphasis and most of the things that I want to mention about it is the way that we have to provide this information. Of course, all of us know that okay, mobile application can be very helpful, but how we design this mobile application is very important. For instance, Farm Boys, it is just about 1 month that they designed their mobile application. So it shows that mobile application for purchasing organic food is in a rise and in the top. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have one of the Korean like you were said that they were buying more likely and that the older people were buying it. Do you have like any videos or photos showing how that app works, to like if it's a lot different than like how we're used to online shopping in North America?
One of the famous mobile application in Korea is Coupang.
Can you
I
write that in the chat for
I
us?
write it in
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. It is very famous, and the way that they provide I just try to find a link in here. The way that they provide the organic food information for the people is really interesting. So I just try to find the organic food, because it is Korean, and I have to write it in English in here. Yeah.
And Sharmina has her hand raised, so if you want to go ahead, Sharmina.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say in terms of freshness, I think yeah, that is a real, to some extent, barrier when we're trying to shop online. I noticed one of the things that like bigger apps like Uber Eats has done, for example, is they'll have a box where you can then like put in your preferences, put in any description of exactly what you want. So when you were talking about the avocados, and needing them to be a certain level of ripeness. Yeah, I think the main thing with designing like e-commerce platforms is really just communication, like having a way to communicate to the producer is important. So for me personally as a buyer. But yeah, that's just something I wanted to add because I also struggle with the freshness issue.
And I didn't know they did that on Uber Eats, Sharmina. So that's, I don't use Uber Eats, but that's good to know that it is moving in that direction. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just shared sorry that I hope I do not interrupt you. I just shared the link of Coupang in the chat and how they design the egg when they want to sell the egg. You can find that, for instance, even they show the package, even they talk about the farmers, even they show the different size of eggs that they have. They talk about the taste of the egg. Rarely we can find this information in mobile application in Canada that they talk about the taste of, you know.
there's a lot of good pictures of food on there, like showing it up close and everything too. And you can like hover over it. I like
Exactly.
that part. Yeah.
Of course, it is Korean language. It is very hard to read all of the information, but the photo, I think, talk with us about how they provide the information.
Interesting. Yeah, Sarah, I agree with that. Photos of real paddock and package are great. Like actually showing the food, because I find a lot of them don't show the food. They're just like tomatoes, you know.
Or like
It's
very
just the
clearly
word.
a stock photo, yeah.
Yeah.
But I get why they do it because photography that's good is expensive. So
Yeah. So for Carrie and John with selling online, um, is any of this helpful for you in terms of where like moving forward with your products?
You ask me, yeah?
Well, I was asking Carrie and John because they both have
Oh,
they shared
sorry.
their online portals. Yeah.
It is for me, one, because I'm going to look at the perspective of the mobile specifically instead of the website, given the rising trend of using the phone. I'm finding a lot of people don't even have laptops or desktops anymore. Also, really like the idea of exploring how I could provide more information with the videos and the how-to and showing more, you know, just going through the vertical farm. We do a lot of tours, and so that would be very helpful. And talking about the non-GMO and that kind of thing. There are some elements of our operation that I presume people know. And of course, you know what happens when we assume that old joke. You know, like the fact that we don't use any herbicides, pesticides, or fungicides whatsoever because we're completely enclosed. And so, you know, I know it's inflammatory, and I don't know that we would do it again. But our tagline is better than organic. And you know, in my reflecting back, I'm like, yeah, I understand what our sentiment was about that. However, we really are a smaller collective, you know, in terms of the organic. And I think that was a newbie mistake that, well, now we're trying to turn into something a little more positive. So forgive me to any of you who know that tagline. And yes, this has been very helpful information. I'm actually encouraged that this resistance is across the country, because I have been thinking for a long time, what is it that I'm doing so incorrectly with my marketing that I can't move the needle. So thank you very much, Maryam, and to OCO for hosting.
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, I did want to mention, Carrie, also that yeah, I know being far north has so many more challenges, but even down here, like I think Grey Bruce, that food hub that was doing delivery, they recently closed in I think the last 8 months. So just like even those distances around Bruce County were a lot for them to be profitable if they're doing delivery runs at great distances. So definitely, yeah, you're not alone in that. Even yeah, down here we're having the same issues.
That's also good to know. Thank you.
Great. And Ashley put into the chat about if you're in the Quebec area, in Montreal, they have a place there as well. So, all right. Well, Maryam, we're reaching the end of our time. Is there any like lasting words you want to share with us or anything?
I just want to say thank you so much. I know that all of the things was done very quickly, but you kindly helped me and all of your team was really supportive. I really appreciate that. I always have been in a volunteer for most of the conference that you have, and I really enjoy your team. They were always supportive and try to support all of the volunteers and all of the people. And I really want to say thanks to all of the people who join us. And I really like the discussion. It was really helpful for me, improve my knowledge, and it is really helpful for my future findings that I want to do during the April. Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you so much. And thank you everyone for coming. And this will be recorded and up on our YouTube channel probably in the next week or so. So feel free to share it and any of the information you've got there. And Maryam, if you want to put your email in the chat there, I know it was on your slideshow, but if anybody wants to reach out to you, I'm sure that there might be some good questions about some of the more specific things as well. So yeah. So I think everyone can grab that. It's maryamhfhf@gmail.com. Maryam. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much. And everybody have a wonderful day. We really appreciate you joining us here at OCO. We're working on a panel presentation, the hidden costs to tariffs, that will be coming out in a few weeks. So we're getting that together. So that'll be our next presentation. And just thank you so much, Maryam, for your hard research. Into the organic industry. We don't have enough people who do research around organics. And so we're just really happy we're able to share that information out with our membership as well. So thank you so much for your work.
Of course, I will continue. I'll
All
continue
right.
research.
Thank you. All
Thank you
right.
so much. Have a
All right.
great day.
Bye.
Have a great day.